We appreciate the fuel.
Don't worry about it. It's just life. But I believe in what you guys do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nobody
I
belongs
don't smoke pot, but
well, nobody belongs in jail for weed.
no. But hey.
Hey, and here, everybody needs a little Jesus.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Big man. How do you afford this?
Donations, just like you did. See, it all comes around. When people make a donation, I either buy fuel or I buy these little Jesus figurines and I hand them out. Here, give one to a friend.
No. Big man, don't stop that. That's not. I want just one for myself.
Well, give one to a friend and see what smile you get back.
Because I pray every morning.
We all need to pray. Thank you, my brother.
Let me just take all these stupid... I jack off to this stuff every morning. I'm tired of it. But it's... I want to see these little guys in the morning tell me, hey, don't do that.
Every day's a new day.
Well, you understand what I'm coming from.
Every day is a new day.
I'm trying to make it happen.
Hey, Mr. Greg, how are you? Oh, wow, you made a comment. Or that must not be the real you. I'm talking about... Oh, you're doing fine. And you see them magic markers? And you see how people are writing on the side of the motorhome? Take a marker and write something there. Like,
if you don't mind.
I don't mind. You can write anything you like. There's markers.
I just want to say a hi nephew to my... I always wonder why this place... you don't mind if I drink, do you?
Huh?
You don't mind if I drink? Like,
oh, I don't mind what you do.
Yeah. Well...
Thank you, my brother. I gotta get back to... I'm on the internet doing an interview. I gotta get back on my internet.
Don't listen to me.
Oh, no, I love listening to you.
Yeah, just
yeah, there's a marker right there. See on the table?
Don't listen to me. I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
No, you're fine. On the table, a marker.
I know.
Right.
Slow listen to me. Just pay attention.
No.
Damn, I got these big guys. I got two powerful people.
And you can write.
I know.
Like that if you want.
Well, I just want to say something in the piece.
Yeah, whatever you want to put on it. What'd you do to fix it? What did you do to fix it? And no offense, just because you say it's you don't make it you. You know that's how I am. Okay, we'll see. How's the dog Peanut doing? Thank you, my brother. Hey, how's little Peanut doing? Ah. How you doing?
You got the time?
What's that?
You know what time it is?
Yeah, give me 1 second. 7:04.
Okay, 7:04 is what? You guys got a petition?
You sign it online at 420gym.com.
Okay, all right,
thank you, brother. How old are y'all? Aubrey, I'm 66 years young. That's how old y'all is. Yeah, question. And that's what I drive. This is what I drive and what I do. I tell people nobody belongs in jail for weed, and you need to sign that petition. You can sign that petition at 420jim.com. I don't know how old you are. I don't play the age games and stuff. My channel's for adults. So as long as you ain't lied and you're above the age for content, then you're good. But if you're younger than that, you lied, I didn't, you're bad. Right on, brother man, right on. Yeah, you shouldn't even be here. You lied to YouTube. Because all my videos are set, not made for kids. So, thanks for being honest. Now we gotta hide that one from this channel so they don't come back again. See, I'm in perfect parking, but this town's just, it's a broke town. A lot of alcohol. I forgot, this is really a broke town. Oh, and Albuquerque is deploying the National Guard to help with their crime in Albuquerque. That don't surprise me. I used to call it Albuquerque, New Mexico, land of Sheba. But evidently they're having real big problems downtown Albuquerque on Central Avenue and stuff, which that don't surprise me. Of course, I spent a couple years in Albuquerque. That's where I did all that damn engine work for nothing. Cocaine, like a damn dummy. But at least I cleaned my act up years and years ago, and that makes it good. So, where's all my regulars? They're not here because my time changed, probably. Normally, I'm an hour off because I'm in Arizona time. But right now, I'm on New Mexico time. Hey, for those that don't know, I'm a cannabis advocate. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. I travel the United States. I got a brand new petition for this year's president. You know, Trump, of course, whether you like him or not, it's not my problem at all. We need to ask Trump administration and Congress to release all cannabis prisoners and to get it out of the narcotics class so we get our rights back to bear arms and ammunition. Yeah, Greg, I've been talking. Yeah, I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't see your comments. I thought I answered him. I'm glad you got it fixed. I'm glad you figured out what the problem was. It's a lot better when I can see comments and stuff from people. It makes it a lot better on my end. Yeah, it seems to be working. I didn't think it was on my end, but I didn't know how to fix it on your end. So, cool. Cool. That's why I tried to have Frankie help you, because I'm dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to all this stupid stuff. And the one platform that could really take the petition off is TikTok. And of course, y'all know I'm blocked from that because of the two idiots, one in New Hampshire and one in Indiana. And who knows if the one in Missouri is still fighting with them or not. I'll be damned. Yeah, I wouldn't have figured it out. I'm glad you did. I haven't been close enough to be on Walmart's Wi-Fi for my laptop to pick it up. Of course, I'm not in Walmart's parking lot, you know. Now, if I was to pull over next to the building, I could get on their... I've got their password to their employee Wi-Fi. A friend of mine that I won't mention the name gave me the code. It's kind of like the employee Wi-Fi. It's not the actual employee Wi-Fi, I don't think, but it gives all the employee a better than just a regular public Wi-Fi. Sometimes I can get on that one a lot easier than the public Wi-Fi and stuff, so pretty cool to have that advantage. Oh, and Mr. Greg, I don't know if you know, time zones have changed that I'm in. So I don't know if I'm an hour earlier or an hour later on your time than I used to be. Probably an hour earlier because I'm getting closer to you. It would be 6 o'clock back where I was at. Oh, right on, right on. Hey, and they know best, so, you know, yeah. Long as it's not infected and healing up, they know best, yep. I got eight of these suckers now. Oh, here, Mama. Mama said, you got one of my babies. Yeah, sniff your baby. Yeah, clean your baby. Yeah. Mama gonna make sure baby's clean. Yeah. Huh? You got your babies? You got your babies? Huh? Oh. Hopefully it'll get better shortly. Geez, I got your babies. I got your babies. They're gonna be so darn cute. They're gonna be so darn cute. Oh. Lilo, there's nothing out there. Oh, heck. Man, I don't want to get stuck in Albuquerque. If things are that bad around Albuquerque, I really don't want to be nowhere near Albuquerque. But in all reality, I've got to make up $200 more worth of fuel to make it all the way to my destination. And not going to do it like this here. With what I heard about the National Guard being deployed in Albuquerque and stuff, I'm going to make sure not to stop anywhere around there. Well, I wonder where Will and them might have the time messed up. I was going to say, I wonder where Will and Michelle and everybody is. Heck, generator, knock on wood, has been doing great. It's been running all day on a tank of gas. Of course, it holds 4.5 gallons. But it's been chugging away all day. She was cleaning one of them, then she sneezed. It was funny. Well, ain't much to catch anybody up on. It's been, you know, kind of a rough day here today. I've had a couple people. Yeah, well, it's 7:17 here, but back where I was started at, it was 6 something. I normally wouldn't be on right now. Normally I'd be on the next hour. So because I picked up an hour and I didn't move my time at all, yeah, I'm an hour earlier to you than I used to be. Yo, yo, yo. I told you, Will. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I'm going to be an hour early from now on. Yep. Yep. Y'all got to arrange that one on y'all's time. I've been wanting to bump it up a little earlier anyway, and why not, you know? That kind of bumped it up an hour early, so I'll give it a little more thought before I, next time I go over a time zone, I may adjust my time and just stay on that other time zone or something, you know? I don't know. Kind of funner when it bounces around every once in a while. Keeps people on the toes. Lets me know if they're following me really or not. Hey, it wasn't a bus sitting here today. It wasn't a bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I've made $8. Hey. One more $1.50 and I have 3 gallons of gas. Another 21 miles. Cool. I really didn't think I was going to make anything here. Now that I remember GALLUP, it's rough. So it's going to be rough getting across New Mexico. And needless to say, if anybody would like to help out, a couple bucks in gas, let me know. I'll shoot you my Cash App. Anybody would like to chip in a few dollars worth of gas to put this mobile billboard down the road a couple hundred more miles, I'd really appreciate it. It was such a long haul to go to the first place, you know, 1,000 miles, the first event, so that's the hard thing. Yeah, I've got Cash App, Will. I got Chime and Cash App. They do let people stay in the parking lot because I see people over there. But heck, this is legal parking, so I just soon park here. You know what I mean? Nobody can say nothing that way. And for those that are new to the channel and trying to figure this out, this is a Cannebago. No one belongs in prison for weed. You can go to 420gym.com and sign the petition. It's also saying get it out of the class of a narcotic so we get our federal gun rights back. You know, you give up your right to bear arms and ammunition if you're associated with marijuana. So, screenshot, scan that, please. No one belongs in jail for weed, man. If you can't scan that, you simply go to 420jim.com. I'm in Gallup now. I'll be stopping somewhere between here and Rio Rancho. Probably trying to head to Rio Rancho tomorrow. And Rio Rancho's just on the other side of Albuquerque. I figured she was getting real low on fuel. I knew she was getting low on fuel. Move late. That thing's been running since 7 o'clock this morning. So 12 hours on a tank of gas, 4 gallons. Not too bad. Costs about $1 an hour to have electricity. That's why every time I go to put $100 in fuel, I'm like, damn. I put $4 in the gas can for the generator, or 4 gallons. 13 bucks. Give or take a penny or two. Wow, we're up to 11. I'm 420 Jim. I'm a cannabis advocate, and it's not about me. No one belongs in jail for weed. Please go to my website, 420jim.com, and sign the petition. If you spell it out, you can find me on Facebook, FOURTWENTYJIM, and you'll find me on Facebook. And I just don't talk the talk, I do walk the walk. That is my legal name. First name 4, middle name is 20, last name they put on top is Jim. So I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment to sign that petition online. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This is my first day back on the road officially. Well, officially the second day. But the first day I set up, I didn't set up yesterday. I left Black Canyon City, Arizona. And today I set up in New Mexico. And as soon as I can get across New Mexico, I'll be setting up in Oklahoma and stuff like that. But here's the Cannebago. Two ways you can sign it. You can screenshot and scan that. Remember, can't we all just get a bong? Or you can go to my website, 420jim.com. Click the link, it says sign the petition. Anybody can sign it. If you have a name, an address, and an email, you can sign it. That's all it requires. And that's how you spell my legal name there on Facebook. Yay! I've got to get me 3 more poles to put out 3 more flags. They're $5 a piece over here at Home Depot, and I don't have the 15 bucks to buy them. Or I'd get 3 pieces of PVC and have 3 more flags out there. Well, thank you, my friend. And he does bless me. He blesses me all the time, my friend. Matter of fact, I hand these little figurines out wherever I go. Yeah, you gotta excuse the dirt on my hands. I had to fix the fuel pump earlier. But yeah, I hand these little figurines out because it's our Creator that gave us every herb-bearing seed. One friend, Sean, he pops on here every once in a while. He donated 20 bucks and had me do that cross for him. I'm looking for sponsors, you know, somebody'd like to put their business, whatever, in a window, whatever, you know, sponsor some fuel, and I put their band, their business, whatever, you know. This thing gets a lot of attention. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you and your wife, Mr. Tanner. I do. I look forward to seeing y'all. Oh, goodness sakes. It ain't long, the sun's going to go down, so it's going to get noisy for a second because I'm going to go by my generator and take this back sign down. Hang on now. It's going to be dark before I know it, and I want to get some of this stuff put in. We're not in the world we used to be. It's not, probably not too smart set out here opened up after dark, you know. I'm going to pretend it's not anyway, just be safe. So while I'm looking and chatting, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to take in my signs here. Feel free to ask any questions anybody might have, especially if it's about the petition or the mission. I'll happily answer any question. Well, I'm going to call today a good day anyway. I didn't burn fuel running around. I got another 150 miles down the road this morning. I didn't burn fuel running around today. I gave it a shot. I got at least one, if not two signatures that I know of so far today. I'm hoping that the petition will be at 140 by morning. Oh, are you here, Michelle? Are you here? Someone giving all that love. That's normally Michelle. Whoever it is, thank you, thank you, thank you for the love. Oh, the website, 420gym.com. Hang on, 420gym, JIM.com. Just click on the button that says petition. Trust me, there's nothing on the website. You know, I just pay for it so people can get to the petition. It's not like a website where I'm making money or trying to sell things on and stuff like that. It's just a way for people to, when they say, my phone don't scan or something like that, I can tell them, well, go to the website. Oh, I appreciate it. We need every signature we can get, my friend. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we definitely want our gun rights back. You know, I don't necessarily care firearm, but I don't want to give up my right to bear them either. What if I wanted to go hunting or something? You know, if I wanted to go hunting, and at my camp I had a little bit of cannabis or whatnot, and the game warden comes by and whatnot, you're going to be in a lot of federal trouble if they want to go that way. Yep. Because no one can have a class 1 narcotic, or a class 2 for that matter. And matter of fact, on the gun form that asks you, it specifically says marijuana on the form, if I remember right. See, Trump talks good about how he's for gun rights, and he's got everybody thinking, oh, okay, the convicted felons, the non-violent felons, they get their gun rights back. And I think that's cool and all. But why the hell aren't you giving the stoners their gun rights back? See, that's where my problem is. They want to make cannabis look so bad and so evil, trying to make money on it, when it's the most beneficial freaking plant on earth. And it just can't believe, every time you think we're going forward, we go backwards. And until the federal law is changed, we're screwed. How you doing? Lulu, be nice. That was just somebody walking by me, though. I'm just waiting on the generator to die, and then I'll go top it off. Well, heck, I may go top it off in a minute anyway, even while I'm on the live. But, well, put a couple more gallons in it, because I'm only going to run it a couple more hours. I don't run it at night. There's no reason to run it. I don't need no electric, and my refrigerator stays cold until the morning, and I plug it back in and everything's still good. Not even the ice around the freezer has thawed by then, you know. Well, here's my 10-day-old puppies. That's a ball of 8. Yeah, they're all over there. There's 8 of them there, believe it or not. But there's 8 10-day-old puppies right there. Any day their eyes ought to be coming open. Oh, and please, people, you know, it don't cost anything to subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button if you would, please. And if you could share it, that would be great too. Any interaction with it really helps. But if you subscribe, you can turn the live notifications on. And that way, if I get pulled over by the police, or like right now, you know, back in 14, 15, 16, 17, I would have already had the police come by once, if not twice by now. But they haven't even looked at me. Of course, they probably figure that it's the can of bus that I used to drive, even though it's got a new paint job and all. They probably still figure it's me. I'm the only 420 Jim. So, but I am sure there are going to be times I get profiled or whatever. You know, someone bad might come up, whatever, and I go live. I used to do them on Facebook, but Facebook won't save them no more. So I brought them over here to YouTube. And there's a lot of people here on YouTube that won't use Facebook. So it is what it is. A lot of people on Facebook won't come to YouTube. Facebook, YouTube fight. If I didn't have the ones that are banning me from TikTok, reporting every video I make and stuff, oh heck, I wouldn't even had to left Arizona. The petition would have went on its own, you know, through TikTok and creators and stuff, but nope. But all that will come out in the end. The ones that, you know, have been sabotaging and trying to sabotage and all. That'll all come to light. It always does. Are you still here, Will? If you are, you're mighty quiet. You're not posting. What's up, Jack? Here's the old one you don't see often. What's up, Jack? Oh, he was looking up at me a minute ago. Hey, Jack, up here. Up here. Poor guy. There he is. There he was. Hey. There he was. There he was. There he was. Good boy. He's old. He's so old. Ah. There you go. Yeah, me here in a few, I'm going to bring the flags in. I'll probably leave the funny flashing lights on for a little while longer. I stay busy, it just depends on what I'm doing. Oh, hey, that's a good thing. You don't need, I forgot to tell you, I don't care if people donate to it or not. It don't go to me or that petition. That just goes to that petition site. So, you know, hey, the signature is what I need. And just below it, it says, no thanks, I'd rather share. That's what I need people to do. They say if you pay them, you know, if you donate, they're going to share it. They do a lousy job of sharing because I've never gotten signatures unless I was on the road or on the internet asking people to sign. So I'm not going to say it's a ripoff, but I don't see the benefits in donating to them. So you save yourself a couple bucks. Oh, please spread the word. When I get to 10,000, it's a new petition. The first 1,000's the hardest. And I just got on the road yesterday, but when that petition hits 10,000, which it could hit that in a week if it got enough popularity. I don't think that's going to happen, but it'd be good if it did. But as soon as it hits 10,000, I'll pull permits to do a cannabis march in Washington, D.C. when I get there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were saying that yesterday, Will, that you like the scrap metal on the sign. That's a cool way to do it. And hey, brother, I appreciate any word that you spread, you know. That's the whole thing. Once I got you to sign, it's up to you to get at least one friend or as many people as you can to sign. And make sure they get their friends to sign. And we can make it happen. Hey, you never know. You never know. Keep an eye on my journey. Oh, Ron, the babies are doing just great. They're all balled up in the corner there. Mom is over there raiding Jack's dinner bowl, and they're all in a pile right there. Here in a minute, I'm getting ready to throw their blanket in. So as it gets cool this evening, you know. I mean, it don't get cold, but they have a nice little blanket to lay on and in. Yeah, yeah. 6 boys, 2 girls. She had them 6 boys and 2 girls. Didn't ya? Huh? Oh, I got kisses. Yeah. Mwah. You had 6 boys and 2 girls. And they're just so pretty. Mwah, mwah. They're pretty like mama. I was hoping their eyes were going to be open today. They said about 10 days. Today's number 10, and maybe tomorrow. I know a couple years ago when she had the 4 pups, all of a sudden their eyes were open. They weren't one day, and the next day they were open, you know. I was like, oh my God, their eyes are open. So now it's like watching water boil, you know. As long as I'm watching for it, it ain't going to happen. Yeah, they live. She's a good mama dog. She's a great mama dog. She jumps in there and feeds them. Now she comes out when she wants a little rest, and she'll jump back in there and feed them. She is such a good mama dog. Damn it, I lost my favorite pair of reading glasses, and I don't know where. Oh, 12 to 13? Yeah. I think it said 10 to 12. Ah, I found them. I'll be damned. I found them. Yeah, I think it said 10 to 12 or 10 to 13 or something. And it said hearing 2 weeks. I thought they had hearing when they were born. I was surprised to find out they didn't hear when they was born, because I always thought they could hear once they was born. Ah, better. I need to let this go past the hour mark tonight, just in case people are still on the old time, you know, and are waiting to join me. I can say, oh, yep, time moved. And for those that are haven't caught on, my time zone moved. So it's an hour's different than it used to be. It's an hour later. I'm an hour later than I was before. Well, I could see where they could tell on hearing, you know, just like they test a child and people, you know, the hearing, I can see them testing, you know. Getting a response from an animal. Sight, yeah, I've always wondered how they could tell whether a dog could see color or not. But I don't know, maybe there's certain things in the eyeball that you got me. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Amen, my brother. Amen. Oh, hey, let's grab this gas can and go out here and shut this noisy thing down. Put this gas in it so I can not worry about having to go out there and try and fill it during the dark. Dang, this is a lot like work. It's gonna be noisy for a second. I like to let it run a second without a load on it. Yeah, bulls know red, but maybe bulls aren't colorblind. Maybe bulls aren't colorblind, I don't know. Y'all gotta sit there and entertain yourselves while I pour gas in here. While I gas up the gen set. Ah! Damn. I'm running out of breath holding this damn can up. Oh, there we go. Whew. What's it? Let me see something here. Anybody goes here. Try to make sure. Ah. Right on, Michelle. I'm glad you're doing all right. I figured with all the hearts going up, you was here. Right on. Thank you. Okay, get ready for noise. Oh, let me check the oil. Ah! Oh, she still got oil. Definitely got oil. And away we go. And like that, we have lights again. Hey, Big Stank, how you doing? Don't mind me, I'm getting my flags in now. Kind of give people an idea of what I do. You know, for the ones that say, what do you do? Of course, it's been a while since I've had anybody say that. I'll watch somebody come by here in a little bit. What do you do? Oh, it's a beautiful day where I'm at. A beautiful day. I did have a couple people ask me what that flag meant. People aren't used to seeing my new flag. The one that thinks the fire, the police, the EMS, the dispatchers, the correction officers and all. And once I tell them, they're okay with it. Once I explain to them what it is, then they're okay with it. I thought it was self-explanatory. Read it. But they just see all the different colored stripes, I think. And they don't bother reading it. Almost got Jack. Only 2 more to go. Hang out there. Oh, I lied. 1. Only had 1 left. From 11:30 to this afternoon until 8 o'clock, I did what I do best. Try to get people to sign this petition. So, I put in my hours today. Whew. Maybe we'll find the rewards pay off at the end of the year. If we get the president and Congress to do something about it. Hang on one more second. Sorry about that. I wanted to put everything away so I can pull away in the morning and not have to redo a bunch of shit. Now it's time to do some Coke. Coca-Cola. Well, it's not Coca-Cola, it's Sam's Club. Time to do my Sam Club's Coke. Whew. Well, chores are done. I'm here. Oh, and for those just joined in, the live started an hour ago. It's an hour earlier than normal because I'm on a different time zone. When I do the noon and 7, it's the time zone I'm in. I was in a different time zone yesterday. But today I crossed into a different one. So there's some of you out there that just tuned in thinking I just started probably. Nope. I started an hour ago. But that's why I wanted to make sure this one went at least an hour long. Lou, why are you looking at me like that? Right on, Mr. Greg, right on. And always, much love and prayers to you and your wife, sir. We got you covered. I get help with gas, I'll be there before you know it. My only holdup now is going to be gas along the way. But after the first of next month, just wait another 3 weeks and everything will be fine. I'd like to get to this 420 event before then, but you know what? If I don't make it, I don't make it. I'm not supposed to make it. I'll celebrate it wherever the hell I'm at. You know what I mean? But I would like to try and make it, since that I told people I'd try to be there. If I don't, they will understand, and they will see that I tried my best. That's all we can do, is try our best in anything. But I'm really happy that I did stop and spend the day here, because, you know, I handed out a dozen or better, dozen and a half of the little Jesus figurines today to the very inebriated here. They got a bad alcohol problem, and I don't know if the last guy I just gave 2 of them to. He was going to put them in his pocket, so when he woke up in the morning, he was going to ask him to help him with his problem for the day. Man, that's so cool. If he actually goes tomorrow and don't drink, or curbs his drinking a little bit, just by you know, that, yeah, so cool. Now, I did get one-handed back twice today. No bad love, no bad vibes, no bad anything like that. One guy told me he's an atheist, but then he changed it in that he's not really an atheist, but he's a musician that believes in what he believes in. And, you know, hey, that's cool. We all got to believe in something, you know what I mean? And they don't understand why I don't argue with them and stuff. And to me, there's nothing to argue about, you know? All you can do if somebody wants to hear and your story or whatever help from you, fine. They will ask, they will receive. If they don't want to hear it and don't want to receive it, there ain't nothing you can do. Dust your feet and move on. But yeah, both of them couldn't believe, you know, oh, well, people are usually trying to throw it down my throat and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, no, you know, I didn't like it thrown down my throat. Why would I do that? And see, that's another reason religion's got a bad name. And I always get them when I talk about the book of Enoch and that we're on a underneath a dome instead of a spinning ball. That really gets some of their attention. I can't wait to get to Florida and debate that one with my brother. Well, where'd everybody go? I don't see nobody writing nothing. Hey, please, if you haven't signed the petition, or if you can just go get one person to sign it for me, I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 140 by tomorrow morning. When I left Black Canyon, I picked up 2 this morning. Since, according to Frankie, when I left Black Canyon, it was at 131. This morning, it was at 133. And oh, he was here earlier today, at my noon time when I think. He's probably at work right now. But yeah. He told me earlier that it was at 133, that I picked up 2 since I left Black Canyon City, which is good because this is the first setup. So I didn't expect that to get to just by the traveling, you know. Of course, I did talk to some people at the gas station and stuff. That's probably where I got them at. But to actually, I want to hit 140 by morning. Oh, Michelle, absolutely. Absolutely. And like I say, I'm no super hurry to get where I'm going. Let me say hi to these people. How you doing? How you doing, my brother?
How you doing? Like your truck, man.
Right on. You don't think nobody belongs in jail for weed, do you? See, there's a petition.
Oh.
Nobody belongs in jail for weed.
For weed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody belongs in jail for weed, you know what I mean? So I travel the country to try and get people to sign the petition.
I'll sign it.
You sign it online. You go to
online?
420gym.com.
Yeah. Okay.
And here, everybody needs a little Jesus, my brother.
Yeah.
It's just a little Jesus for you.
You still got weed or what?
I take all donations. You're supposed to smoke with me when I come to your town, brother.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I don't have any. I wish I did.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, blessed evening now. Alcohol's real popular around here. Oh. And it's sad, you know, to lose so many people to alcohol. Excuse me. Bologna gave me indigestion bad tonight. Of course, I was just quick. No tomatoes, no cheese, just bread, a little ranch, and just slice of bologna. I was quick. Whew. Whoop, I see movement. Time to see another puppy. Oh, which one did I get? It's another little boy. Little white patch on him. Yeah. Hi, little one. Hi, little one. Hi. Oh, you come see him? You come see him? Huh? He's already cleaned up. He's already cleaned up. Oh, they're gonna be so cute, Lulu. They're growing up so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. He says, I'm already clean. Leave me alone, Mama. You little cutie. Good little cutie. Yeah, you little cutie. Oh, go back there to the fur babies. I'm Mama Dog. I'm Mama Dog. Yeah, you protecting him? Huh? You're a good girl. Well, shall we cancel the outside light show? Oh. Doop. Keep the ones on the inside. What you gonna hear? Doo-doo. Oh, Greg, no. It was easier back in our day. You don't remember when you was younger? I mean, when I was younger, a person could stay at home and take care of the children, and one person could maintain the rent, the food, the bills and stuff. I've done it for years. Yeah, it's just everything has changed over the last 10 years, especially the last 5. Yeah, our system is broken. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And that, I mean, that's just the plain truth of everything. Trump, no Trump, Elon, any one of, you know, if any one of them really cared, they got enough money, either one of them men have enough money to help out the people in America, and they wouldn't even miss it, really. But hell, they won't even cut a stimulus check to the people. After finding, oh, we saved all this money, blah, 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 and they still haven't cut a check to the American people. We went through a pandemic going on 5 years ago, and you know, they said it come to the Wuhan lab and everything. How come nobody's got no justice from that now? Nobody, no follow-up stimulus or anything from that. You know, people just let it all go. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit, you know. People just, oh well, too late to do anything now. Well, that's why they both worked. I mean, that's, you're talking excessive amount of kids. But don't forget, see, now back in my day, if a woman stayed at home and took care of, you know, 1, 2, 3 kids, that was a full-time job, you know, keeping the house clean, food on the table, laundry done, kids. But everything changed. Now boys want to be girls, girls want to be boys, and nobody gives a shit about nobody no more. Oh, they don't want us to survive. They don't need the lower class or the middle class no more. They don't, just think 20 years from now, everything's going to be robotic. Everything they need us for that they don't want to do will be done by robots and stuff. They don't need us no more on this planet. You know, we're just low lives that are using up the resources and whatnot. I mean, how much money can one make? None of them could ever spend the money they have in their lifetime. You know what I mean? To me, it's all stupid. The money put on rockets that never leave the dome could save the world. Not just America. It could save the world from hunger and stuff. Keep trying to shoot something through the firmament. Shit. Oh, that's a proven fact they don't care. It's a proven fact they don't care. Like I say, look at all this wah. They found all this money. They're going to give it. They're going to do this. And nobody ended up getting it. Not this year's taxpayers, last year, 10 years from now. None of that shit. And like I say, I ain't heard one other person beside me talking about why the hell there hasn't been no stimulus from that damn bat flu shit. You know what I'm talking about. No, all forgotten. They don't care about the poor at all. Michelle, I'm with you. I need a man too that can pay all my bills. But I don't want a gay man. Just if there's a man out there that'd like to pay all my bills. No, what I need is one of them rich women. Yeah. That's what I gotta find, one of them rich women. Nah. If I had money, the only thing I'd do with it is help my family out, and if I had enough left, get me a little boat and live on the boat, you know? But heck, if they was someone wanting to pay my bills and they wanted to, I'd let them. That kind of reminded me of the joke where a guy goes into the bar and he orders a shot or whatever, and the guy next to him tells the bartender that he'd pay for it, and he thanked him and whatnot, and the bartender says, you know, he's just trying to get you drunk and sleep with you. And he looks at him and says, really? Is that what you're trying to do? And he said, well, that's the plan. And he looks at him and says, challenge accepted. And then they drank all night long, and periodically the guy would check on him. Hey, you know, not feeling gay yet, but hey, maybe some of that $40 scotch over there, I never could afford it, will change my mind. Yeah. Heck, I'd never forget taking my mom to a gay bar. I absolutely did. Ryan's someplace else south in Sarasota, Florida. It used to be a carpet place that sold carpet, linoleum, stuff like that. It went out of business, and years later, a guy opened up a gay bar there, and it was like half a dozen blocks from our house. And I went up there and acquired the job painting the signs, making the signs for him and everything. Hey, their money spent. And then I ended up doing a lot of the music and the lighting for him and stuff too. But of course, I went up there during the opening, and I took my mom with me, you know, and we sat there, had a few drinks. She come out of the bathroom, said she got propositioned in the bathroom. Hey, Mr. Greg, absolutely the same here. I was emancipated at age 16 in San Diego, California. I became an adult at age 16, and till right now. And I just celebrated 66. Now, I've had some relationships in between, but hell, all y'all know the last 11 years I ain't depended on or been with no one. And most of the women I help out and all are very fine and good. Look at my neighbor Fran and stuff, and the one that wanted to go with me, Mary and stuff, people like that, that's great. But then you get some witch like Monica Brown. Oh my God. I used to cook that lady breakfast, take her to the store, loan her money. I mean, you couldn't treat anybody as a better friend than I treat her. And then to put up some stupid lies like that. And I don't understand some people. Why in the world would someone do that? Just crazy. And crazier than that is the people that protect them, that know that it's an absolute lie, but protect them or actually back them up. Oh, yeah, you know, they're even worse. What you doing, Jack? Getting his favorite plot to lay down. Damn corner of my eye itches. Man, it's a shame I'm in New Mexico and I ain't got no chili. Ain't got funds to get no chili. But that's the New Mexico thing. If you don't know about Hatch chili, then Hatch chili is like the best green chili there is. It's the bomb diggity. And I don't even know when chili season is. I'm probably a little early for it. Oh, right on. That's where Hatch chilies are come from. Yeah, that's where the big Hatch farm is. I mean, that's how they get the name Hatch, New Mexico. Absolutely. Well, you know what I'm talking about then. Oh, man. Don't you know that green chilies are hotter than red chilies? Will, yeah. Green chilies are hotter than red chilies. You guarantee it. Just like the peppers and stuff. You know, red or green. Yeah, people see red and they think it's hotter. It's not. They're chilies. They're like yay long, yay wide. They look like a pepper, but a lot bigger. They're chilies. You can buy them in the store. Hang on a sec. I don't know if I... Yeah, mine. This is great value brand, but yeah, it's nowhere near as good as Hatch. But they're chilies, and oh man, they're so cool. Yeah, you buy them fresh. Like you go to the local grocery store, and there'd be a guy out front roasting them when they're in season. And you go buy a bushel of them, and you take them out and wait your turn at the roaster. And you know, the guy roasts them. Normally that's included in the price. Normally just give them a tip or two. Yeah, chilies, but just green. And they've got from a mild to a XXX. And buddy, let me tell you, 1X, you feel going in and out. Let me tell you, you better be ready for something when you hit one of them XXXs. I had a guy a friend of mine, make me a Mexican burger. That's where you take a tortilla and, you know, put your hamburger, your cheese, your lettuce and all that. And just use a tortilla instead of bread, basically. And he said, you want a chili on that? And I'm like, sure. And he says, I brought XXX. And I'm like, okay. He takes this baggie out, and they're cut in like slivers. I mean, like a little sliver of it. And lays that across there. And I'm just looking at him. He says, trust me, that'll do. And oh my, it was too much. I don't care to have another XXX chili ever in my life. 1X maybe, XXX no. There's a point when it's too damn hot. You lose the chili flavor and stuff to me. I like a hot chili. I'll eat a mild chili, you know. But when you start getting up into the 1X, 2X, and 3X, they're a little too hot. Well, that's the thing. You can get mild green chili. Chilies are good for you. They're really, 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 really good for you. Your immune system, just chilies are good for you. Chilies. And like I say, you can get them in mild. You can get them in hot, extra hot, and then 1, 2, and 3. Hey, move. Jack, when y'all gonna move? Move. Move. Lulu. Hey, move. Now Jack, move. Come on. Y'all ain't traffic jamming underneath my feet. Well, heck. What are you doing, little girl? Oh, come up here out of the way. Come up here out of the way. Jack ain't gonna mess with your puppies. He knows you'll kick his ass. He ain't gonna mess with them. No. He knows you'll kick his ass. And he's a good guy. He wouldn't mess with them anyway. Because he's a good guy. Just like you're a good girl, huh? Good babies. Hmm? Yeah, stay up here. Watch your babies. Yeah, but like I say, you can get a mild chili and they're not as hot as onions. They're just a good mild chili. Next time you're in the grocery store, look for frozen Hatch chili and get it mild and try some. You might be surprised. You might be real surprised. Now don't get the hot, get the mild. I mean, they're so popular that's the name of the town, Hatch, New Mexico. Move, Jack. Come on. Good boy. Oh, well, well, well. Detroit boy, how you doing? Huh. I didn't know they had a green chili at Allsup's. Right on. Right on. I know green chilies are good. And Hatch is the best. The best of the best come from Hatch. That's why this has been up in the shelf for months, because once you've had Hatch chilies, this is kind of like, yeah. Blazing it up, big stank. There you go. I got blessed with 2 pre-rolls yesterday, but I got to enjoy half of one, and the other half flew on the floor this morning in the carpet and stuff where, yeah, I'm not going to bother trying to reclaim it. So that left me with one, and I've made that last all day and all evening. But yeah, that's all I've had. But it's okay. If I'm supposed to have more, someone will bring me some or smoke something with me, and it's not going to be long. I'm going to cross a couple of illegal state paths, so I'm good not to have any anyway. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Blake's having it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Me personally, I can't stop at burger places and stuff. I ain't got that kind of money. Every penny I make, I try to, put towards fuel. Eat cheap, the whole 9 yards, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to make it all the way to Florida and then DC and then back. I didn't have a start this year. Normally I have $1,000 or so to start with, I had eye surgery, so I didn't get that this year. I couldn't work. So I started out basically, someone bought me a brand new generator, which is half of what I needed. And then a family donated $100 towards fuel, or I wouldn't be where I am now. Oh, I'm headed to Topeka, Kansas first. I left Black Canyon City, Arizona yesterday. I stopped in Gallup this morning. Tomorrow, maybe I'll go on the other side of Albuquerque. I think I've got enough gas to get there. And that's the halfway point. So then I got to try and, gather up donations to get the other 500 miles. But the good Lord's been taking care of me, and He'll take care of me. It'll happen. I was supposed to stop here today just so I could meet that dozen or so people I got to meet and give them a little figurine. And when that one guy said he took everything out of his pocket and made sure he put them in the bottom of his pocket, and said when he woke up in the morning he wanted to look at it and try to do better tomorrow. Oh man, that meant a lot to me. That meant a lot to me. But yeah, Topeka, then Tampa, Florida area, and then Washington, D.C., and then back out to Arizona. I'm done. After 11 years, I'm done. I wonder how many times you do live, because it seems like well, I normally do a live at noon and at 7 on YouTube. Okay, but now I moved to a different time zone. I'm still doing them according to my alarm at noon and 7 p.m. But I come into a different time zone. I'm no longer in Mountain Standard Time. I don't know if I'm going to I can't make a promise if I'm going to make it to Detroit or not. I was up in Michigan back in 14 or 15. I forget which. Whether I make it all the way there, I really don't know. I can't make no promises. After DC, I don't know. The main thing is I need to hit 10,000 signatures as soon as possible, because I want to pull a permit to do a march in Washington, D.C. And as soon as it hits 10,000 signatures, I'll pull the permits. And, people that don't believe that, well, give me your signature and call me out, 10,000, or no, 9,870 some. I just got on the road yesterday. Now I did start the petition 4 months in November, when we found out who was going to be president. Because every time we change presidents in Congress, I have to write a new petition. The one for the old petition, let's go Brent, that wouldn't work with Trump in Congress. No, it was just like the one to Obama, wouldn't work. So I was hoping to build it up a little bit before I hit the road. And I did. I had 131 signatures before I actually hit the road. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Now each day I get a couple, and if they get a couple and we keep it going, it'll hit 10,000 in no time. The first 1,000 is real hard. After you get 1,000, it takes off a little bit more, you know what I mean? By the time you hit 5,000, you should be getting 10 people, 20 people a day signing by that time. And before you know it, boom. But petitions do work. but they've got to have a hell of a lot of signatures. And, you know, I'm not going to waste my time pulling permits and stuff for a DC march if I can't get 10,000 signatures before I get there. Because 10,000 signatures is not going to do nothing. But you know, if everybody that agreed that no one belongs in jail for weed and that we want our gun rights back with cannabis under federal law, yeah, we could have change, but we need everybody on the petition. If you're not on the petition, you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. But I think for not even being on the road, except officially, today was my first day, 132, I think, or 33 is where it's at right now. If it was at 133 this morning. If it hits 140 by morning, I will be surprised. I will be impressed. And rock on, you know. Well, good and dark out there now. Really, all it takes is one or two people that are creators on TikTok to grow some balls and put my petition on their platform. But they don't, you know, they're all scared that they're going to get their accounts taken away and stuff. Like, you know, they shadow banned me since the day I started my account. They don't like my name, they don't like my hat, they don't like my jacket. No. They said I had the ability to go live, but I had to prove that I was over 18. And just like Facebook, I sent them my documents. They won't accept my documents. They're little bitches like Mark Zuckerberg over there at Facebook. It took me 3 years and the threat of a lawsuit before he changed my name on Facebook. TikTok, there's some stupid Chinese app. I'll wait until the American people get involved, and then I'll tell them if they don't put me on it, I'll sue them. No, they won't accept me. They know who the hell I am. You know? They know who the hell I am, trust me. Just like President Trump, all of them know who the hell I am. Do yourself a favor, Google 420JIM. There's literally hundreds of stories. Heck, I was so close to Trump's motorcade that one time when he was running against Biden and all, that you could almost reach out and smack the car that they was driving by in. So, yeah. I don't mean nothing to any of them, you know. I'm not a pimple on a fish's ass compared to, you know, but I guarantee you they know about me. Just like I know TikTok knows about me. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of things worse on TikTok than me. And the real problem with TikTok is, if you get somebody that don't like you, all they got to do is go to your videos and report them for drugs, alcohol, abuse like that. And it's going to count against you, and you're going to appeal it because none of that's true, and you're going to win that appeal, and you're going to feel all happy. Yay! They're going to wait a day or two, and they're going to do it again, once or twice. And once again, you're going to see that your video has been removed, but this time, you don't get to appeal it at all. It's gone, done, no appeal, no nothing. And you got to say, well, damn, that's weird. I got to appeal it. They supposedly looked at it, found it violated nothing, put it back up, and then they took it down for violating. Yeah, TikTok don't make no damn sense. They don't do it just to me. They do it to all kinds of people. Oh, I believe that. I really believe that, Detroit. Well, I believe that. Yep. And people pick on everybody on TikTok. And if you're talking about why would someone pick on me about it? Because they don't want cannabis legal. They don't give a shit about their gun rights. They don't give a shit about your gun rights. They don't give a shit that you might have a loved one in jail or something. So you would have to ask them, you know, why they would do something like that. I wouldn't have the answer to that question at all. I agree with you. Yes, sir. Assholes are born every day. Yep. Just like earlier, someone was talking, they asked me my age and this, that, the other, then they say something, and I'm like, you know, oh, I've had 2 or 3 different times over the time being on YouTube. You can just tell by the questions that they're either a kid or acting like a kid. And, you know, I just tell them, you know, hey, to be on my channel, one had to lie to YouTube. Say, I'm smart enough to have mindset not made for children. And if someone lies to YouTube and says they're not a child or nothing, they can be on here, right? But see, that's no fault of mine. But once they do say, well, like I had one earlier, well, I'm 13. Well, sorry about your luck. And then I block them from my channel. That's probably police trying to set people up or whatever. I don't care. But I don't know why they do it. Yeah, I mean, to me, like I say, it can't get me in trouble one way or another. The only thing it can do is get the user in trouble, because and it can't get YouTube in trouble either, because they lied to YouTube saying that, you know, they were of age. That way, me and YouTube, we're in the clear. Just like I got the moderators set on mine. I let YouTube moderate everything people type. Like the one that you said, assholes, you know, whatever, that was hidden. And I'm not the one that hid it, YouTube did. I get the chance to read it and see it. I had a really cool Spanish dude come by this afternoon. Spoke very, very little English. I spoke very, very, very little Spanish. Now my daughter, she's the one that speaks Spanish and Spanglish. Anyhow, I guess he had Google Translator or something, and that was pretty cool, because he typed in, you know, my petition thing and whatnot, and it told him in Spanish. Ah, cool, you know, and it was pretty cool. I like that. And then, you know, he told me he appreciated what I was doing, and stuff, but he said it in Spanish and it wrote it out for me to read. That was pretty cool. Well, I guess it's about time for me to get out of here, folks. Anybody got any last questions, comments, concerns, or anything? Now would be the time to post them. Please don't forget, it's all about the petition. Sign the petition at 420gym.com. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Hey, Ricky sent me a message. I wonder why she wasn't on YouTube tonight. Haha. And you can find me over on Facebook. Type in my name, 420 Gym. Spell it out. FOURTWENTYJIM. Hey, nice meeting you two there, Detroit boy. I don't know if I showed you this. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know if I showed you this. You know I love showing it off. July 8th of 2019, the judge in Tennessee declared my name to be 420 Jim. Jim is my last name. 4 is my first. I don't just talk the talk. I walk that walk. Help me out. Sign the petition. Get your friends to sign the petition. And we can make this happen. It's we the people. We the people. No, that's just where got a lot of things that happened in Tennessee. One of my RVs burnt in Tennessee, and that's where this one was born. A state trooper pulled me over in Tennessee and caused an accident. A state trooper pulled me over in Tennessee and gave me a ticket for failure to maintain lanes. And the headlines the very next day on the newspaper was 3 words: to be blunt. That was the headline in Kingston, Tennessee. And a big old picture of the Cannebago. The same RV, but it's called the Cannebago back then. Like I say, you look up my name on the internet, there's hundreds and hundreds of stories about me on the internet. Most of them are true. But yeah, I got a lot of good friends. Will that's on here. Mr. Will that's on here, Will Bird. I don't know if you've seen his comments earlier. He's from Knoxville. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends in Tennessee. Oh, right now, I just got into, this morning I got into GALLUP, New Mexico. I'm wanting to be in Topeka, another 700 miles away, by the 18th, preferably the 17th. So, the only thing keeping me is fuel. So I got to try and stop and, you know, get up some fuel donations, whatever. I let people write on the side of the RV if they donate a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, whatever. You know, today I made $8 in donations. Hey, it's $8 more than I had. You know what I mean? Not complaining. I'm bragging. Because GALLUP, New Mexico is kind of a real. I'm surprised I made $8 here. It's plagued with alcohol, and yeah, it's just a really. There's nothing here but alcohol, and a bunch of people can. It's sad. New Mexico has gotten really sad. There's still some real good places, like I'm from Farmington. But Albuquerque today called out the National Guard for downtown Albuquerque. They're not going to be in uniform and weapons, but they're bringing in the National Guard to help police the watch out and call the police and stuff like that. Police just, I guess they're going to dress up like normal folk and keep an eye on everything and report to the police the crimes or something. I don't know. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. I just know they're calling out the National Guard in Albuquerque. Which means I stop, and of course I didn't, you know, I used to live in I used to call it Albuquerque. I have no intention of stopping in Albuquerque. Anywhere else in New Mexico, yeah. Albuquerque, nah. And see, all I got to do really, all I really have to do is make it to the first of the month. And I'll be all right. So this very first jump, this very first trying to get 1,000-mile jump and all, it's hard. But after this jump, it shouldn't be hard, because then I have $1,000 a month I could put in on the journey. I can put $1,000 of my retirement every month in on the journey. I couldn't do that before. You know, after the first month or 2 months in the journey, all my savings were gone, and I had to depend on donations all the time. Well, that changes, because, you know, I get $1,000 a month in retirement now that I'm retired and get my retirement. That's kind of like having $1,000 payday every month that I'll be able to move along. Maybe not quickly, but I will move along. The trouble with the legal states, a lot of people want to donate a joint or a bud or roach or something, which is cool, but that don't work in the fuel tank. It works up here, but it don't work in the fuel tank. Well, my friends, follow me over on Facebook. That goes back 5 years. If my other accounts, they closed them. Facebook was like that. But this account goes back 5 years. Damn, them pups are going wild right now. They're going wild. They're like, Mama's here. Look at that shit. They're tearing it up. Oh, them little butts. Oh, chubby butts. I call them chubby butts. There's 8 chubby butts. Damn. Lens get screwed up. There we go. Mama is a Karen Terrier, and Daddy's a poodle. They're going to be pretty awesome. Well, my friends, it's time for me to get on out of here, I reckon. Oh, hey, Tom, what's up? Oh, hey, I'm glad you just joined in. Hell, I'll hang around a couple more minutes. I just showed him earlier. He actually looked up and said hi to us for a minute, but he's here. He's sleeping. He's a good old boy. He's sleeping right here by the pups. Oh, there he is. He's moving. Hi, Jackapoo. Poor guy don't sing no more. I can tell him, I'm going to get your paw, I'm going to get your tail. I tell him, yeah, he's old. Oh, right on. I just noticed the name, you know. Yeah, you'll get to see him real soon. The only thing between me and you guys is fuel. And you know, I'm doing what I can do. You know, I did get on the road, sitting there, hoping to build up fuel. Wasn't going to do nothing, you know what I mean? I made $8 today. That's better than sitting there, hoping someone's going to, you know, send me fuel. So, you know, good Lord's got me this far. He's going to continue the journey. I was hoping to find a flea market somewhere. I'm gonna look and see what I can find between here and well, here's out, because I'm not gonna set until Saturday. I think I tried the market here once before, and it wasn't that great. Like I say, this is a real poor town. Most of the businesses and everything are, you know, especially since the pandemic. But maybe I can find a place between here and Albuquerque, or just on the other side of Albuquerque, Rio Rancho area or something. Old man's tired. What old man? Me or you? But I know once the first of the month comes, I'll be cruising, you know. And I don't have any specific time to be anywhere. The event on the 18th, yeah, there's kind of a timeline to that one. Oh, the old man's tired? Yeah, Jack. Oh, yeah. You know, the only exercise he gets is to the food bowl and the water bowl. And I take him out. He does his business, and that's it. You know, before he always run around, jumped up, barked at everything, you know. Yeah. I'm surprised he's hanging in. At times I got to look at him and make sure he's still breathing. I thought he passed out this morning over by the water bowl, and evidently he was camping out by the water bowl to get a drink in the morning, you know. Because I looked at him, I thought he was breathing. I said, I need to fill the water bowl anyway, and I splashed a little water in it, and it splashed on him. He moved, and I'm like, okay, he's all right. He laid there a couple more minutes, then he got up, got a drink, and came over here and laid down where he normally lays down at. I think he woke up, went to get water, and there was none, and he figured, well, he'll be up in a minute and fill the bowl. I'm not going to walk back, you know, because he does. He walks all the way up here, and he lays down by the engine hatch up here. But this morning, he was outside of the bed area there in front of the water dish. And I figured he just said, screw it. He knew water was going to be there when I woke up. And after a minute of filling it up, he drank, and then he came and walked here and laid back down where he's been almost all day. I think I've seen him walk by twice, once to eat and once to drink again, I think. Man, that didn't last long. Now look at them. Now they all just kind of, they're not all fighting and running and clawing and gibbering. Now they're all just like laying back, Either they're getting some or they're not. At first they were all around, you know, like fighting. Oh, now they're getting a little stirred up. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh yeah, he loved your gummy treats. He did. He loved your gummy treats. Poor old guy. But you know, he's not in pain. He's eating, he's drinking. You know. And it, you know, I hate to see him go, but when he does, I hope it's like when the veteran out there in Quartzsite that I helped with his dog. I hope it's as peaceful as that. I mean, I literally watched that dog take his last breath. And if it's as peaceful as that, man, I'll be so happy. And he still puts up with Lilu. That's the thing. She is snapping him for any reason now. All he's got to do is look at her the wrong way when she comes out, and she and you know, kind of like nastily snap at him. But that's just being mama, I think. You know, I really, I didn't think I'd like this thing. When I first seen it, I'm like, you know, big old whatever. But I really like this thing. It keeps the stuff just as cold or just as hot. It's great. That was a great gift from Mr. Frankie. Along with the box that turns a dumb TV into a smart TV. That's pretty cool. One there, two of them look like they're running in place with their feet, you know, just their back legs going like that. Lilu. Well, my friends, I guess I'm gonna get on out of here. Any last questions, comments, or concerns before I go? Oh, right on. Right on. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, I couldn't afford one right now anyway, so I can't buy one. But thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I won't. That's just like I can put 3 more flags up, but you're still talking $4 a stick. 13, 14 bucks. I'm putting every penny I can towards fuel right now. I'll be lucky to make Albuquerque. And I definitely don't want to get stuck in Albuquerque, you know. Out past it a little bit, if anything, would be all right. But peace, love, and canvas, absolutely, my brother. But we'll get going. Good Lord, you know, He put me on this, and the good Lord's going to take care of me. Right on, my brother. Right on, right on, right on. And like I say, the good Lord, they put me back on the road. He's having me stop wherever He wants me to stop, just like that first year out where I met Jeb Mazansky and all. You know, so it is what it is. And I know I'm going to make it to Florida. I just don't know when. You know what I mean? But I'm going to try my best to make it to there by the 17th. We just leave that in the good Lord's hands, see what happens. Yeah, PVC. 8-foot sticks. I think they was 4 something each, if Frankie said, for 10 foot. So you should be able to find 8 foot, I'd think. 10 foot's too long. I'd end up cutting a couple feet off of it anyway. And 5 foot's too short, so getting a 10 foot and cutting it in half wouldn't work. But I could get 3 tens and a coupler maybe, and put a couple of, I don't know. Yeah, get 2 tens and cut it at 8 and 8, and no, they'd only give me 4 foot on the other ones, and nope. But heck, I ain't worried about it. Somewhere along the line I might find a couple of scrap pieces of PVC or bamboo. You know, hell, had I not got this bamboo in Indiana 5-6 years ago, whatever it was, hell, I wouldn't have most of these flagpoles. I think 2 of them are PVC now, but the rest are the old bamboo ones that I had. Now I lost a couple of them due to age and cracking and breaking and stuff. But I do have 3 more flag holders, and that means I can put 3 more flags out. And I would like to put Sean's Marine flag back out, because that was the first one, and that was given to me by a serviceman. I'd like to fly all the others too, but I don't have a spot for all of them. I need to get me another canopy. My pop-up canopy, yeah, it finally, yeah. I left it in the dumpster before I left. So if you hear of somebody that's got one of them pop-up canopies that they want to get rid of, keep me in mind. That's another thing I got to wait to the first to get, you know, otherwise. Man, I was hoping like hell. I was hoping like hell. My landlord didn't want that other AC unit before, you know. the guy I bought mine off of, he had two of them. He had two of them. And I told him if the landlord didn't want the other one, I wanted both of them. And I was hoping like hell that the landlord didn't, you know, want it. That he ended up wanting it. Because I was going to get it for you, brother. I was going to pick it up for you. Because, man, I love the one I got. But if I could have got that other one, oh, yeah. But the damn landlord wanted it. And it was the landlord that told me about him having the AC. So I felt I would feel bad if I'd bought it out from under him or tried. But I told him, I said, hey, if the landlord don't want that one, you know, I want both of them. And he's like, okay. But the landlord did get the one. It was a deal, if I could have got it, I couldn't have passed up. Well, hey, let me get out of here, my friends. Once again, please, anybody that hasn't signed that petition. Oh, cool. Right on, man. I bet that's a big relief. Right on. I'm glad. That's cool. Great news. Make sure everybody signs that petition. Get a friend to sign the petition. That's what it's about. Follow me on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. Turn on the live notification. That way, if you know I get a knock at the door in the middle of the night, the cops, anything like that, I go live, and I'll be live here on YouTube because Facebook don't like to save them no more. But we'll see what happens. Tomorrow I plan on driving. I'll give y'all update at noon tomorrow. I don't think I cross another time zone for a little bit. But if I do, we'll have to adjust. Remember, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. Oh, you got the window shut. Right on. Right on. My dogs, Jack and Lilu, love you. Their pups love you. I love you. And Jesus loves you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I hope to see y'all back here tomorrow. Good night, y'all.